So we have some, looks like these are the adhesive pads that you can put on behind the rock lights to stick under your vehicle. So you got the, looks like an owner's manual, and they also have some pamphlet here. So make sure I visit them on Instagram or Amazon LED Factory Mart. So we have the remote here, and looks like got some zip ties. It looks like this is the main module right here. So I have the 8 pieces rock lights here. So it looks like they're all connected together now. So you got 8 here. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 LEDs on each pod. So it's a big one. So for sure it's going to be bright. Also have these, it looks like this is the main power cable that we can attach to the battery terminal, or if you have a controller switch, you can definitely just attach this straight to the switch. And it comes with all of these hardwares, all the nuts and bolts that we're gonna use. So we're gonna go ahead and install it. Hopefully it's not too hard. Again, make sure to follow LED Factory Mart on Instagram, and they also have a website, so check their products. Got all these pods laid down here. So again, we have eight rock lights, and they also included these 2 extension. I guess if you're gonna run it all the way to the back of your vehicle, so that way you have some extensions that you could use. So we are going to go ahead and check out the vehicle and see how we're going to install it. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing first, so I got all the lights here, I got the module, and I got the power cable here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm thinking about installing these right here. So I already have an existing line from my whip lights. So I'm using a trigger 6-shooter controller. So I have the positive and the negative here. So I'm just going to connect the power line and plug everything in first, because you want to make sure that everything lights up or everything works before you do the complete install. So pretty much connected all the lights. So I temporarily hook up the power lines here, and then next step that I would do, I will go ahead and scan this QR code so I can download the app. Alright, so the next step, we will go ahead and scan that and download the app. By the way, I tried to use the existing line that I had for my whip lights. It wasn't working, so I guess there might be something wrong with the line that I had run all the way from the front to the back. So I'm gonna try to rewire these. But what I'm gonna be doing here, I opened the app. Like I said, I connected everything here. I'm just going to use a 9-volt battery real quick, and just to make sure everything works right. So I will go ahead and connect that real quick here. Let me find the negative terminal. So yeah, so it looks like everything works. If we change or play with the app, it changes color. There you go. So at least I know they work right. Okay, so I'm installing these on a 5th gen RAV4. Every vehicle will be different. So what I'm planning on doing is, I have the control module here. I was trying to install these inside the vehicle, but I just can't seem to find a proper placement for it. So I'm thinking about putting the module here, then dropping off my wires on that corner. I'm not sure if you guys could see it, but I'm gonna try and make it not touch any of the moving components or anything hot. So I have that down there, and then as far as my rock lights, I'm thinking about putting it here somewhere for the front, and then for the back ones, and looks like I will have enough, so I'm gonna put it up there on this area as you can see it. Then I will go ahead and run the wires under this panel, pretty much running all the way at the bottom of the vehicle. Okay, so first off, we're gonna go ahead and try to remove this trim, so we will have an access underneath to drill some holes and bolt, so that way we can bolt up the rock lights. So we're gonna remove a couple of screws. There's one here which I already removed, and there's also some clips that holding the panel underneath, and you have another bolt here which again I already had removed, and we will have some couple more clips, and then let's go ahead and remove it, then I will show you guys how it looks. Okay, so I went ahead and removed this trim right here. It's being held by these clips, and I noticed they use some adhesive or glue to stick this piece, but I'm gonna have to clean these because it looks like I have so much dirt or debris from my previous trips. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of this one and clean him up, so that way we can have an access to bolt on the rock lights underneath. Okay, so pretty much what I did next, kind of placed where I wanted to install the actual rock lights. I lined it up, and then I did use like a small Phillips or screwdriver and poke a hole under the liner, so I had it right there, and I also did it on the other side. So the next step is I'm going to be drilling a tiny hole so I can put the bolts on, and then right around a little bit behind it I will also drill another hole so I can go ahead and put the wires inside. So I will run the wires inside this panel as well, so I will show you guys how am I gonna do it. I drill a hole right here so I can insert the cable. It goes underneath, and I also have pretty much two holes here, there's one here and one here, so we can bolt up the actual rock lights. So it is right here. It's really a good solid rock light. I think this is like made from some kind of aluminum or maybe hard plastic. Okay, so I went ahead and put on the bolts that came with it. So it is right here at the bottom now. So what we're gonna do next is pretty much pull this wire or cable and run it all the way down here so we can connect it to the other end of the cable. It looks like I am done for the passenger side, so I have the rock lights underneath right here. So pretty much run the cable underneath the fender well, and it goes out. Let me show you guys where it came out. It came out right here on this panel, and I will pretty much connect everything here. Then I will pretty much tidy everything up. Then it is time to do the passenger side rear. We got two down, two to go. So we got the passenger side back hooked up. It's already bolted up on underneath the liner, and I have the cable coming out, so I'm just gonna run it. And they also come with two extensions, so I connected the extensions for the back one that could go all the way to the front. So now let's go ahead and do the other side. So it's pretty much the same process, so I'm not sure if you're going to show you that video doing the other side. So let me go ahead and do all of them together, and then I will show you guys how am I gonna clean up the wiring. Okay, so I already installed the passenger side back. So this is how it looks underneath the fender. So I had the wires run pretty much. I removed this bolt right here and I run the wire behind these, and it pretty much just go all the way. See if I can get a better angle here. So I pretty much have it under this plastic trim right here, and I'm just gonna run it pretty much all the way at the front of the vehicle. So I still have my wire here, so I'm pretty much just tucking everything in under this plastic piece. So like on this one, I removed one of the screw so I can pretty much run the wire behind it, so that way it won't come off. And pretty much the same thing, every bolt or clip that I will have, I will run it behind it all the way to the front. And as you can see, that is the connector for the other one. So we'll see how it goes. Then I will show you the end product or end result for the passenger side. Okay, so for the rear driver and also passenger side, you don't need to remove this plastic panel right here. So all you gotta do is, it has a clips right here that you can just pretty much unscrew, just turn it counterclockwise. So there is like, I think 4 or 5 of them that you need to remove. So these ones right here. So pretty much just turn it. So once you remove all these wing nut here that holds the fender liner, you can then flap this down so you can put the bolts or the screws and put the washer and nut behind the screws inside the panel. So again, you don't really need to remove this plastic piece. So let me show you guys how I did it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. You don't need to remove these. So I removed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pretty much of this wing nut that holds this panel. So once you remove them, you can flap this down so you can drill your holes for the bolts that will hold up the rock lights. So pretty much same thing. I did run the wires inside this fender. We went ahead and go out this way. So I'm gonna run and go ahead and pull and run everything underneath. It goes straight all the way up to the front. Then the wires will be meeting up somewhere on that area. Then I will tape everything up or secure everything up, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so pretty much I got everything wired up, and I zip tied right on that bracket right there. So I made sure that it's not getting caught on any moving parts or anything that would get hot. So I was thinking about running 2 all the way at the back and 2 here in the engine bay, but it didn't let me because I don't have enough cord or cable that will run all the way from the back to the front. So I have 4 more connections here. So I was thinking about running 2, so 1 here and 1 here, and maybe 1 on that corner and 1 on that corner. So I'm gonna have like 4 inside the engine bay. So the other 2 will be underneath this plastic trim. In fact, I already have 1 installed underneath here. So I was thinking about installing this one here, but it'll be under this plastic trim. So that way it kind of illuminates the inside of the grill. And then like I said, I was thinking about putting 1 there and maybe 1 around that area to kind of illuminate the inside of the engine bay. Okay, so I got everything done. The wirings are not the best, are not the prettiest, so I end up putting one here and also one over here inside the hood, and we have one here and also one over here. So you got 4 inside the hood, and I have one down there, and also the other one is in there somewhere. Alright, so I'm inside the garage right now, so I will show you guys how it looks or how it lights up. So let's go ahead and turn off the light. There you go. So I got the lights off. Then I'm just gonna turn on my app on my phone. Let's see, so I have I'm using a trigger controller, so I'm gonna turn it on. 6 shooter, and let's go ahead and turn it on. So right now I have it on, this is a simple yellow, static blue, try white strobe, purple strobe, yellow strobe. There's so many different patterns that you can use. Multicolor. I'm gonna turn on static white, and then so overall I really like it. You know, it's kind of hard to install. I'm not an expert in any ways, so you know I had a hard time really installing it, to be honest. So if you guys would suggest anything that I could have done differently, or you know, to make the install a lot easier, leave me a comment below. But overall, you know, these lights are great. They are really bright. So again, you know, hit them up or follow them on Instagram or visit their website, LED Factory Mart. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I helped you guys out, you know, some way, or I hope you guys out somehow on installing these rock lights. So again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. And again, I will see you guys on the next one.